peace. Nag-umpisa ako noon sa komunista. Even before I took my oath of office, I sent already Doresa and Bello to talk to the communists and to Sison. They were successful, except for a few hitches. The hitch was, everything was going smooth until nagalit ako kasi itong mga komunista continue to use landmine. Wala sana akong problema kung tabla ito. Then I could order the Defense Department na magtanim ng bala, magtanim ng explosives, pasabugin natin yung bukid na yan. But we are not allowed to do that because we are a convenor and a signatory sa Geneva Convention. It is the international law. And as a government, we have to honor that agreement. Otherwise, you are not a responsible government. So while the talks were going on, and I was expecting the best of the results, ilang bibisita-bisita ko sa kampo, nag-declare na ako ng ceasefire to show good faith na adre. Mag-usap tayo, ito yung baraha ko. Binigay ko na kaagad. And I was expecting the communists to follow suit. But they did not. Okay lang sa akin. Until such time when I was covering the entire country, going to this military campaign, and then getting the reports from the field, that namatay yung, ano ko doon na nakita niya, I don't want to talk about it. Wala naman pa, karinorte yung mata. So, tanong ako, bakit ganito? Kaya sa landmine. Kaya pag-uwi ko sa Davao, the day after, or about 2 days after, when I talked to the people there inside, nakaburol yung 1, 2, 3 na sundalo, sabi ko sa mga komunista, I've lifted the order, and if I hear isang putok lang na landmine na matay ang sundalo, goodbye ang peace talks. I will order the representatives of the government to come home and to tell them, forget about it. Alam mo, they could not even hang on to one barangay in the entire country. May namamatay sa atin. That natural yan eh. There's a conflict, there's a war. But itong mga komunista, masyadong high-handed kung ano. Kaya ako napunde. Kasi ayaw nga mag-declare kaagad ng ceasefire. When I lifted the ceasefire, sabi pa kaagad nila, sana mag-ceasefire kami kagabi. Pati ako. PMT. Bubulahin mo ako ng ganun. Kaya nung nag-landmine, I said, long thereafter, sabi ko, isang putok na landmine. Wala na. So, agira tayo. We've been at war with them for 45 years. There are a generation of them na lumaki na lang, namatay na, hindi na makabalik. Kasi magpapakita sila sa pangmatsamingan sila, di mapatay rin sila. So para sa akin, kayo, we are not at the losing end. I have so many soldiers to provide you if you want. What? May casualties kami, but we take care of our casualties. Kayo, hindi na kayo nanalo ng election. In Davao City, kung hindi sila sa ticket ko, then left would never have won any seat. In the national, wala ni isa. In the previous generations, Claro, Recto, yung mga intellectuals na leftist rin ng nationalism yan. Hindi yan left. Hindi political party kasi ang pinag-uusapan dito. They won because they were bright. And the Filipinos, maybe, thought that we need bright people in Congress. Kaya sila, hindi makawa. Wala naman silang may taxation, sila pa nga, actually, it's extortion now. They thrive in Mindanao. You know why? Because the pinakamalaking nila, taxation na yun. They survive sa extortion money. So yan ang problema. Nandoon yung banana plantations because of the climate. There's no typhoon. The mining industry is thriving even if almost all of them have violated the law. Kaya nagwawala si Gina Lopez sa secretary ng DNR. Nandoon lahat eh. Porsintuhan lang yan. Pati yung mga gold mines yan, ang bayaran dito rin sa Maynila. Transfer of money lang yan. Hindi naman nagkukolekta yung mga tax collector doon. Ano ka lang, ito, bayad mo. Some tax collector or the extortionist will go to them, tapos yun, bayad. So yan ang istorya natin yan. Tayo, ito namang sa Moro, MIMN, just a little bit of history. Long before the Spaniards came, long before they landed in Leyte, ang Mindanao was already Islam. Nauna through Malaysia, from the Central Mindanao, Central Asia. Afghanistan, Pakistan, travel all the way to Bailan, to Malaysia. Then, Indonesia, umakyat dito. Long before Magellan landed. So when they, kawawa naman yung ating mga minuno, because they were not armed with gunpowder and cannons, and for the first time, they were scared of Tumputok, they surrendered. Except Lapu-Lapu, of course. He killed Magellan. Ngayon, ang hindi naintindihan kasi ng tao na baka this is just a rebellion of sorts in Mindanao. Actually, they're trying to raise the issue of sinong may-ari. And of course, it's not may-ari, but who was the first one to be there with what religion. And so because fundamentally, ang dala ng mga Espanyol, Roman Catholic, ayun, hanggang ngayon, from the Spaniards to the Americans and to us. Pero kita, sabi natin na we understand the plight of the Moro. We would like to address the problem. And we would also want just to share with you ang Mindanao. Huwag na ninyong paalisin ang Kristiyanos because you would need a miracle there. But tayong nandyan sa gobyerno, we try to reach out for peace. And fortunately for everybody, tayong lahat, Murad seems to be on talking terms. Japar agrees. And maybe in a few days, I'd go to Holo. If I cannot talk to Miswari because he has a warrant of his arrest, then maybe his representative, just to send the message across. Para malaman ko ang dimension. So yan ang purpose natin sa gobyerno. We want peace. Soldiers and all, including the President. But we would not allow abuse sa ating mga tao. NPA, they kept on collecting taxes. Ano ba talagang appeal ng NPA sa bukid? Believe yung mga tao doon sa prinsipyo ni Karl Marx? Do they understand Karl Marx? Talaga bang alam nilang sila Trotsky, the history of communism? Ayaw mong mag-join sa amin. O, patay ka. There's nothing intellectual there except by the brute of the bullet. Kaya tayo naman, I understand. So, pero hindi yan pwede na, maganoon sila. Ito, sige, kami, bukas ka. Sino ka? Hindi ako magpapayag ganun because I have the burden of representing the Republic of the Philippines. I would not allow people to, kung kami-kami lang magkaibigan, okay siguro, yung medyo suplado, but not in public before the people of the Philippines. Di ako sang-ayon ng ganun. MI will just pray. MN, we keep on praying. But we will never allow an inch of territory taken from us.